guys, it's your girl Sierra here, and I'm back with another video for my channel. So I'm gonna start doing something a little bit different with my videos now. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, if you watch my Instagram stories, you may remember last year in the summer I was doing this series called I Don't Know Who Needs to Hear This But. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with my series, basically what I would do is go to my Instagram stories and talk about different topics or common situations that we all may have gone through or are currently experiencing, and basically just provide my opinions, my perspectives, my advice on those things, and just provide that guidance to my followers. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing for today's video, and you guys can just let me know what you guys think and just comment down below if you guys like videos like this and if I should keep doing more. So we're going to get into this video, but first, of course, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you click the bell so you receive notifications every time that I post. And now, let's talk. So if you guys see me looking this way, it's because my laptop is right here and I just have some notes that I want to make sure that I touch on in this video. So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but being toxic is not cute. Toxicity is not cute. It's not. There's nothing cute or attractive about being toxic to yourself, being toxic to others. There's nothing fun about being in a toxic relationship, a toxic friendship, having toxic family members. It's just not fun. Toxicity is very draining mentally, emotionally, and physically. Like, it takes a very significant toll on ourselves, and when you're in those situations, it sucks because it's just constant negativity, and who wants to just experience constant negativity all the time? Who wants to surround themselves with toxic people all the time? It's not something that you want to be surrounded with. It's not. And it's honestly kind of sad that it's something that my generation specifically will joke about, and just say things like, oh, y'all toxic. Like, you think that's funny? Like, do you think that's cute? And maybe I feel this way because I've experienced a lot of toxic people in my life, so I just kind of know how it feels to have to deal with that. And I just don't think it's something that should be joked about. I think it's something that a lot of us need to work on. And I basically just want to go over some tips that could help us with the toxicity in our lives. So just keep watching. So the first tip that I have to kind of help with the toxicity is to stop matching energy to an extent. Now, when I say stop matching energy to an extent, I mean, sometimes, yes, we do have to match energy. For example, let's say if you're talking to a guy or a girl, whatever you like. Let's say you're talking to someone and you're trying to pursue someone, and maybe they aren't giving you that same energy back. Maybe they're not putting in as much effort as you are into that bond or relationship that you're trying to create. In that sense, then it's okay to match that energy and, just kind of fall back and just not really put as much effort in. However, in certain situations, for example, if someone is being messy, you don't have to match that and be messy back. If someone's being petty, if someone's being aggressive, if someone's being nasty, you don't have to match those things, because all you're doing is just prolonging the situation. You're just prolonging the toxicity, and it's just going to keep happening and happening, and that's not something that you want to get stuck in. That's not a cycle that you want to get trapped in. So you do not have to match energy all the time. Just pick and choose those battles where you want to match that energy. And like the example I gave before, just make sure that when you are matching energy, that it's for the right reasons, and that you're actually matching energy in a way that will actually help you and will benefit you in the long run. So that's the first tip. The next piece of advice is to work on your toxic traits. Now, something I've noticed in this generation and even other generations, the world population as a whole, we love to place the blame on other people. We love to blame other people for our inconveniences. We love to blame other people for our problems, when really sometimes we need to take a look at ourselves and the things that we allow, our own problematic behaviors that we do. Sometimes we do need to look at ourselves, because sometimes we do contribute to that problem. Not all the time, but sometimes. So if you are someone who has a bad attitude, that's something that you need to work on. If you have poor communication skills, if you don't know how to use your I statements, that's something that you need to work on. Take a look at yourself and see, how are you contributing to these toxic behaviors? Do you have attachment issues? Do you struggle with knowing when to walk away from toxic problems? Because if you are someone who struggles with walking away from things that you know are not serving you, in a way you are kind of setting yourself up to be in toxic relationships with people, because you would rather just stay because you don't know how to walk away. So sometimes we do need to take a look at ourselves and see what it is that we are doing when we are in these toxic situations. The next tip is to stop giving people 1,000,001 chances. Now, I know sometimes we want to give people chances because we care about them and we want to have relationships with them. However, sometimes we need to do things that we should do or have to do rather than doing things that we want to do, because it could potentially just harm us in the long run. So, for example, I know, like, with females, and I have fallen guilty of this, it's so much easier for me to cut off a toxic female friend than it is for me to cut off a toxic male, like an ex-boyfriend or a guy I used to talk to, text, whatever. It's always been so much easier for me to cut off my female friends than the guy. And it's like, I will give the guy like so many chances. I will let him come back so many times. But with my friend, she just gets the automatic snip snip. That's it. I'm done with you. Gone. Done. I'm fine with it. But it's like, why can't some of us women do that with these guys? Like, we have to stop giving these guys 1,000,001 chances, because once again, we are just setting ourselves up to just keep dealing with the toxicity. So we do not owe anybody 1,000,001 chances. The next piece of advice I can give is that we need to unlearn our toxic behaviors. And I wanted to throw this in there because I get it. When we are used to doing something for so long and it's become like a part of who we are, and it's become a routine, a natural behavior that we do, it's very hard to break it. It's very hard to change it. So I get it. I feel you. Once again, I have been there before, but that is something very, very important that we all need to work on, because if we just keep going back to these old bad habits, these toxic things are just going to continue to happen. So we need to unlearn those toxic behaviors. And lastly, the most important piece of advice I can give overall is to heal yourself. We need to heal ourselves. If we do not heal ourselves, all we are going to do is hurt other people. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of the phrase, hurt people, which means if you are someone who is hurt, if you're broken, if you're damaged, and you don't want to do anything to work on that, you're just going to walk around on this earth just maybe unintentionally hurting other people because you're hurt on your own. So we need to heal ourselves. We need to work on the things that we need to do our shadow work, really dig deep into ourselves and see, like, why are we the way that we are? Why do we behave the way that we behave? Why do we communicate the way we communicate? Why do we struggle to walk away from things that no longer serve us? We need to heal. That is the number one thing that we need to work on when it comes to toxicity as a whole. When something is toxic, there is most definitely some healing that needs to be done somewhere, whether it's the other person, whether it's you, both of you, something needs to be healed. So once again, toxicity is not cute, it's not fun, it's very draining and exhausting, and it's something that we all can work on within ourselves. Everyone else is not always a problem. Sometimes we need to take a look at ourselves and see what we can do to help with those toxic situations. So I know I got pretty deep, but I hope you guys were able to really take something away from this video. And I really hope you guys just really know and understand how toxicity is not cute. And I really hope that the pieces of advice that I gave were helpful to some of you, and hopefully you guys are able to use those things to help better any toxicity that you guys have going on in your own lives. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any other topics that you guys would like me to cover. Be sure to share this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. Make sure you click the bell to receive notifications every time that I post. And I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.